Hello, everyone. This is Audrey Codner-Gibson from ACG Math Tutoring. Woo-hoo. Okay, one of the crazy coaches that is on this loving platform. And as promised, I know I promised a long time ago, a lot of people were asking me about how do I edit my videos? What platform should I go to? And they number off so many different platforms. I'm like, okay, pick one that helps you out. Okay, so you got Screencast-O-Matic, you have WeVideo, you have Loom. It's totally up to you. You figure out what you want to do. But I'm going to share WeVideo and how do I do WeVideo. All right, so first thing, I do my recording on Zoom. So I do a lot of content recording, how to solve an equation, how to solve one-step equation, two-step equations, and so forth. So those videos, I like to save them, I like to edit them, and also put them on YouTube so other people can enjoy and hopefully build my clientele. Now, this is what I do different, okay? Once I load it up on Zoom, once I do it on Zoom, I save it onto my computer. After I save onto my computer, I go to WeVideo. So you sign up for WeVideo. I know a lot of people like, which one should I get? Should I get the business? Should I pick one? Okay, pick whatever version. I don't know how much money you want to spend on it. I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money because there's some free stuff that's on there. But if you wanted to do some more advanced stuff, have at it, whatever your little heart's desire. Now, I do have the paid version. I think it's $60 a year. So I pay $60. Well, it's $59.95. Might as well just say, here's a nickel, $60. And with the WeVideo, I upload my videos, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So once I sign up for WeVideo, once I figure out what I want to do, I go to what's called my dashboard. Okay, so when I go to the dashboard, right now you can see there's a whole lot of videos that's up here that I've done in the past. So what you're probably going to see is just something blank or maybe a folder, just one folder. So the areas that I want to do from the very beginning, I want to import my video. So once I click on import, I'm just going to do that. Maybe in the beginning, it'll ask you, do you want to do horizontal, box, or vertical? Always do horizontal, because remember, a lot of people are watching your videos on their phones, and horizontal would be better than constantly have to turn it to the side. Okay, they want to turn it to the side, let them have fun with it. Always do horizontal. All right, back to this. I click on import. Once I go to import, it's going to browse the selection. So I click on this, and then it's going to try to find where your video is. So wherever you put your Zoom video recordings are, that's where you go to, and then you upload it, okay? Now, I did that earlier because this process will take a long time, okay? This is the part that literally, as soon as I'm finished whatever video I'm gonna do, I upload it onto WeVideo, and then I go do whatever I need to do with the rest of my life, okay? Because it does take a long time to process. Sometimes it will take some people like 10 minutes, some people will take a half an hour. It depends on how long the video is as well, okay? So as you can see, there's like a little black box right here. Now I'm showing, it's like changing blue, kind of flashing a little bit. That's my recent video that I'm uploading, okay? So as you can see with the blue line, the little ticker, that's how much they're processing my video right now. So I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to come back when it's ready. Okay, everyone. Now, almost an hour later, not really. It was like about 20 minutes later, which is not that bad. So my video, as you can see, now it's like a periwinkle, dark-ish purple, okay? This is saying like there's no lines that's going solid, there's no funky vibrating lines. Like now it is ready for me to edit. Okay, so I am going to click and drag it into my video 2 I know that I have an introduction. So if I push play, you see the big, huge black screen underneath it, there's a play button. If I push play, here's me chit-chatting. This is me getting into Zoom, having fun. All right. So I'm going to speed this up. What I like to do is I like to kind of give myself a little signal when I'm about to begin my recording. So after I do this for a while, my little signal is the hand raise. And then boom, I go into what I need to do. So I like to do a little hand raise just to know when I got to get ready to cut it. Okay, so if I wanted to, you see this little blue box? Okay, I can kind of scroll backwards. I can go forwards, but I'm going to go backwards to where I see my little hand signal. Okay, so I'm going to push play. So this is one of the part you're going to have to play around with, what you want to get rid of and what you want to keep. So I'm going to trim the very beginning of this track. Okay, so I want to stop right there. If I want to move a little bit further, I use my arrow on my desktop to kind of look at my eyes and I'm about to speak. So a little bit, I'm going to move back a little further to about right here when I don't look as drunk. Okay. So if you notice, my whole track for video 2 is highlighted orange, right? If I hit backspace, don't do it. If I hit backspace, that means that whole track just disappears. Now, your video doesn't disappear because as you can see, that purple is still there. All you did was take a copy of it to put it in your track, okay? So I want to cut this piece. You see where there's a little scissors on this little small blue spot right over here? There's some scissors. I'm going to click on that. And notice there's this part in orange. I can either use this little can, which is my trash can, or I can hit the backspace. Either one, I got rid of all that foolishness in the beginning. So now I want to move my track up. So if you want to move your track up, I kind of like to move not so close to my blue box, but kind of like to the heart. I'll click and then I glide the whole thing over. So now when I push play, eventually, okay, so that's where I wanted to start. Now, when you're doing your editing, it doesn't necessarily, when you look at your video, you're like, man, it looks a little hazy, it looks a little dull, because you're in the editing phase. Once it's all produced out, you're going to have the HD, you're going to have all this other stuff that you want, okay? So right now, I'm not saying I'm awesome at videos, but it was just like a general information video. If I want to add like a production, like a beginning, okay? If I want to be like very dramatic, I can be, all right? So if you want to, let me move this down a little bit so I can have room for that. If I want to have like a very productive beginning, you're going to go up to the very top where we've had like import on the very top where it says backgrounds. Click on that. So now you got different types of backgrounds that you can use. So this is where you're going to play. So you're going to figure out what kind of background that you want. So do I want like a blue smoke background? Ooh. Or do I want to have light streaks? Ah. Okay. Do I want to have a TV noise horizontal? It's up to you. Okay. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have the curtains, you can have orange glow. As you can scroll down, I kind of like my warm glow. It's kind of inspirational. You have your rainbow glow, you got your water bubbles, whatever, okay? You get to pick whatever you want to pick. So for me, this is what I like to do. I like to have a visual, which is a background, text, which is words, and audio. I can have all three of those things to introduce my video. So when it comes to, say, the background, I kind of like, I'm just going to go with my warm glow. So I go with my warm glow, I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it to video 1. Okay. So when I do that, I need a video track above what I recorded. So I'm going to go over to the left above video 2. There's a plus sign there. Click it. It's going to ask you, all right, you want to add a track. Okay. So what you want to add? Do you want to add a video track or do you want to add another music track? So I want to do a video track. So I'm just going to add track. If you want, you can name it, you can save it, whatever. For me, I always change things up. In this track, I'm going to go up to where it says text. I'm going to click on that. So now I got different types of text, how I want my introduction to look. Okay. Some people can go on Canva, create a picture. You can download that picture on here or upload that picture on here, and you can use that because I've done that with my intros. I've done that with my outros. So it's all up to you. Okay. So for me, I kind of like to go with the light, and I'm going to click and drag it. All right. If I want to shorten things, I can shorten things. I can come and just arrow over, just shorten a little bit. Okay, so now I got a background. Now I got words. But what do I want to say? So if I double click on this spot and I go over to my bubble, I can type in what words I want my content to say. So I can just say, why do we suck at algebra? Okay. If I don't like the given text, I can hit my search bar and just kind of go down a little bit. And then I can look at the different types of text and it'll change it for me. Yeah, I think I want to kind of keep it classy, just a hair. All right, so you can play around with how you want it, present it. That's up to you. Okay, I want to just say Audrey Codner-Gibson. All right. Actually, I need to put Mrs. in front. Some people get it twisted. Okay, now it's in white. It's kind of hard to see. You see where it says color palette and you see white? Click on the arrow. Now you can change it to anything. I can change it to black. Okay, kind of like the black. You see this yellow? I might want to change that. Maybe make it stand out a little bit. The little blue type thing. You can change that color palette to anything that you want, anything that's up here. All right. Once you're done everything, down the bottom it says save changes. Click on that. Okay. So now if I push play, I got the action, I got the verbiage, and it's doing its thing. Now, I want to put some sound to it. A little nice light music. Okay. I'm going to go back at the very top. So everything that you need, the text, the audio, transition, we're going to do that in a second, backgrounds, all that's here. So I want to get some music. I want some audio. You got a whole bunch of free music right here. Boom. All of this comes free. Free. Enjoy. Hey, you want pop? Okay. Bit much. But do you want a more romantic journey? Okay. Do you want more corporate? All right. Makes you think a little bit. Inspirational mega music. Feel a little inspired. Okay. Moment of inspiration. Okay, you get the idea. Because now I'm just being silly. All right. I wanted to have the romantic piano. I think that'll be fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll up so I can get to audio. I'm going to click and drag my music all the way down. Now, do I want this music playing throughout the whole entire presentation? No, I just want it as the introduction. So if you notice, I'm going to click on my blue and I'm going to scroll over just a little bit more. And since my audio is highlighted in orange, that's what I'm actually cutting. Click on the scissors, I cut it. Okay, so now I got that beginning piece. That's going to be my audio. The rest of this, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to hit my trash can, or I'm going to hit the back button. All right. So now if I move my blue all the way back, or I can hit the beginning button and push play. Okay. So now you're like, all right, that looks kind of cool. But right now, the volume of that is at 100. Okay. When people are coming into your videos, you don't want the volume to be so loud. You don't want to be like music blaring and then all of a sudden you're talking like this and no one can actually hear, right? So I am actually going to lower the volume. So I'm going to click on my audio part. Notice I have 2 little white dots on the very bottom, and it'll tell you 100% volume. I like my videos to start off at least 50% because people are half deaf. So my beginning's at 50%. Then I go to the end part and I take it all the way down to 0%. So now if I play, let's start from the beginning. Notice it. It's kind of tapering off. Tapers off, right? It does it, it's nice and easy. And then I start talking again. So now you're like, huh, that's kind of neat, Audrey, but it'll be nice to have like something kind of ease from the beginning to the beginning of your video. And I'm like, yes. And that's called a transition. So I'm coming up here to transitions, clicking on that bad boy. Look at all the standard transitions. This is what you get. All these different types of transitions, like how you go from one thing to the next. So if I hit cross zoom, that's a transition. Don't go crazy with your transitions in your videos. It's just keep it simple. We have that crossfade. A lot of people like that one. Cross blur. A lot of people like that one. So the mosaic, moving a little bit. Everybody likes a little bit, but I think cross blur seems to work so much better. So all I did was click and drag. Okay, so click and drag. Sometimes I like for the blur to be a little bit longer. If I click on that little gray box, it will tell me some information about the transition. So right now it's at 1 second. I kind of like it to be between 1.5 and 2 seconds. Kind of gives people time to, go from one thing to the next. You don't want it to be almost like a whiplash type thing. I want to click on my audio. Actually, I'm going to leave it at 1. Because I'm going to click on my audio and have that match up to my transition. Now I'm going to click on my video and kind of move it up so it's directly in line with the transition. So I don't have that much of a gap. All right, so starting from the beginning, I'm going to push play. Here's the music. Why do we suck at algebra? This is Audrey Codner-Gibson. Close it out. Boom. See how that transition was a little bit easier? Okay. So it's not like a blank space, you're waiting. So now that's the beginning. So if you have an intro that you did on Canva, all you have to do is upload it on here, click and drag. I would click and drag either in video 1, so you don't have to worry about video 3. You can just stick with the standards. And sometimes you can have music on Canva as well, especially for the free version. So look to see if you want to add any of those in there. All right, so that's one go back. If you want to add pictures, say stock photos, if you come up here to stock media, this is only for the paid version, okay? If you want any stock medias, I think they gave me like 5 in the beginning, or 2 to 5. And then that's it. Okay, so if you want any of these stock photos, you can type in, and I know like, okay, girl making a heart, like if I want to just put it, I can put it in my video 3. And let's say I'm talking. Okay, if you notice, my video wasn't interrupted. This was what's called overlaid over top of my video. So if this is my video, all I did was just lay over my other video. So I'm still talking. If you want, you can have some stock photos, or you can have some other videos. Well, it's going to be tough for other videos that you do. You can have some other overlay videos that you can put on here that may emphasize a point that you have in your video. So if you wanted to, I don't know, represent love and representation, you can use a stock video and you can put it on there. But I think right now, that's a bit much. All right. So usually I like to do some kind of introduction. And then at the end, this is what I also do. I go to my media, and on Canva, I do what's called an outro, okay, or outro. So anything to wrap it up, you know, and most of the time it'll be right where I want it, but most of the time, sometimes I gotta search for it. So I have this one. So I drop it down. So I like to do a transition into it, so it's not so hard on the eyes. I'll do a swipe right. When I drag and click, when you see green, that means it's in a good spot. If you see red, it's not in the right spot. And then I just drag and click everything close. Not drag to click open, but drag to click up. Come on. 3 hours. I know by hour 3, you're going to be like, I just want just do what I want you to do. All right, it's a pain in the neck right now. And I think I know why it's a pain in the neck, because this is not over here. Bet you'll move over. My life. Okay, so here's the ending, which I can clip. And then I made that on Canva. So let's do this. Okay, that's my ending. Because I can tell I'm smiling, I'm smiling, I'm smiling, I'm reaching. I don't want to be reaching. Yeah, you see how much of a pain in the neck this is. So I'm going to hold on to my back arrow. All right, so this is where I want to cut it. I click on this part. Please click on the part that you want to cut. All right, so this is the part that I want to cut. I don't know why this is here. And I'm going to cut it. All right, I'm going to just move. Just going to trash this transition. And then we're going to swipe right. And I'm going to slide this over. So 1.5. It is such a pain in the neck. All right. See, I want you to experience what you're going to experience. Trust me. You're going to say so many choice words. You're like, just do this. Okay. So the transition was a bit quick, but it kind of gets you an idea. All right. So let's say this is your video. Everything was wonderful. You have your intro, you have your outro, you're ready to go. You got your music. It's awesome. And then this, I actually, where it says, thank you for watching, I created that on Canva. The music as well. All of that I created on Canva, and I was able to upload it onto WeVideo. So now, once everything is over and done with, and I think I'm in the way of it, the upper right, there is a blue button that says finish. Okay, just click on it. And then you're going to name it. So, why we suck? Algebra. I know. I tried to censor myself. Okay, so once you click on that, all right, I'll correct it. Yeah, better. All right, once you click on that, it says choose a thumbnail. Now, this is just a temporary thumbnail because you should be creating your own thumbnails on Canva. Trust me, you want your thumbnails to look gorgeous. Thumbnails are basically a small picture, small snippet that you are using to attract people to your videos, okay? Notice the resolutions automatically goes on HD. If you want to do full HD, knock yourself out, all right? But most of the time, I usually just do HD, but I'll do full HD. I can't do Ultra HD because I don't have a 4K, okay? So I don't have that type of equipment. So I'm going to hit export. And then basically your video is done. Now WeVideo is going to like put all the pieces together, work on the transition, and it's basically, all right, you don't have to stay on this page. And they said it'll be ready in 31 minutes and 36 seconds. Most of the time, it's pretty legit. So right here, I can go do laundry, maybe make a little dinner, say hi to my husband and my dog, quick run to the store, whatever, you know. So you don't have to stay on this page. So at this point, let me stop sharing today. Okay. So at this point, you're going to get an email saying that, hey, WeVideo is going to be like, your video is ready to watch. And then you're going to watch your video. See if everything is where you want it to be. I mean, you should have looked at that during the preview, but this is why a lot of people, this is why Miss Rebecca is offering her services for $20 to help edit your videos. I know for me, I like to edit my own videos because I know how I want it to see. But if you can get somebody to help you edit your videos, do it. Because it does take a long time. Okay, so when you see all these fabulous videos, you're going to be like, wow, that took a long time. Yes. So I always designate a day, either a Saturday or when I don't have as many students, which is usually a Tuesday morning. I dedicate that Tuesday morning to editing. I'll make the video, I'll upload it on WeVideo like the night before. And then the next day, that's when I'm having fun playing, editing, and doing all that stuff. So I always designate at least one day or one morning to do my editing. Now, this was a forever long video, and I'm so sorry. But it takes a lot to do editing. And that's probably why a lot of people are not doing editing videos, because a lot of it is how you want your video to look. So with me doing WeVideo, I just kind of like to do my playtime thing. But when it's my instructional videos, I know definitely how it's supposed to look. So I've been doing it for a while now. And really it didn't take me too long to get used to the program. I'll be truthful. In the beginning, I was very intimidated by it. And like we all said, we need to do something that makes us a little uneasy once in our life just to make us feel alive. And I chose WeVideo. But that is generally it. So hopefully this was helpful. And if you're just like, oh my God, Audrey, this was so long. I'm like, I know, but it's a lot of little niches, little things. And you're just going to have to learn to play with it to see what you like. All right. So hopefully you guys are doing okay. I just want to let you know that I am so proud of you for making this move. And I'm so proud of you for all the things that you're doing. Just being you. You're awesome. All right. Take care. Bye.